to help tell on yourself. So when I got scared, we finna be late. They fighting. A police officer walk up. Peace. Whoa. Whew. Have you ever went to a train station or a public place to have a fight? Well, I never have, and I still got in a fight. So y'all can't make this up. And the irony is, y'all, the train station that I fought at, I now work at. It's crazy. I cannot make this up, y'all. This story happened in high school. Again, me and my best friend, me and the bestie chronicles, y'all. So, and my bestie, she a firecracker. Ooh, I'm about to call her and tell her. But anyway, so, well, she know. We had this friend at school who, you know how guys come up to the school. It's usually older guys. They'll come up there and they either be trying to talk to the girls or they be trying to sell them something, right? This particular guy, he tried to talk to my best friend. She didn't want him. And then he started trying to sell us something and we wanted it. It was some tree. He would come up there all the time and we would always hang together, and it got to the point where we got real cool with him, and he would like be giving us stuff, or we would just kind of hang around him and he would, you know, blow it down with us or whatever, right? So it had got to the point where we real cool with him and we like calling him brother, right? So now he had a girlfriend and his girlfriend was about 16. He was about 17 on his way to 18. Let's call him Blue, okay? So Blue, he was, and I see a blue cup. Blue was 17, Blue girlfriend about 16, and then me and my bestie, we like 15-ish, I think, just turned 15. So we hecka cool with him. This our brother now. Whenever we see her, we call her sister or whatever, and we see them regularly 3-4 times a week at school, right? So this one particular day, he come up there, we chilling with him, and he telling us about how him and his girl got into it. He like,
man, I ain't dealing with her no more. I ain't dealing with her no more.
And now he got like, he show us his arm and he got all these scratches on him. He was real light skinned. Right, the girlfriend was too, but he was real light, and all you could see was red all down his arm or whatever, right? And I'm like, wow, like what? Did she did that? And he like,
yeah, man, she be putting her hands on me. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like, you know, every time we get into it, she want to hit me. I can't deal with that because I'm gonna end up hitting her back, and then now I'm in trouble. But she the one started.
So we like, yeah, that ain't cool. Whatever, you need to get away from that. Yada yada yada. He like, I'm
done. I'm done.
But of course, she knows his habits and stuff, so she decide that she's gonna pop up on him. So we walk in Blue to the train station. He finna go get on the train. He finna leave. We had already kicked it for about an hour. Now, right before he came up there, right before we got the message that, hey, I'm up here, what y'all doing? We were in cheerleading practice, me and my best friend. We had a break. They used to give us like a 30-minute break because I think we had a 3-hour practice or something like that. I think it was a 3-hour practice after school. It was something like that because I know that we had 8 class periods, and our last period was like the beginning of our practice. So we would stay at the school. I think a lot of athletes are like this. A lot of high schools are like this, where your last period or wherever your PE period, it will be for the team or whatever that you're on or whatever sport you're doing. And then you would continue practice after that. So that's what we did. Like shortly after school was out, we were able to take a break, and then we had to come back for like another hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours at practice. So yeah, so we on our little break and we decided we gonna go blow some tree with Blue or whatever, right? So now we chilling with him, like I said, for about like 20 minutes, and then we like, all right, we gonna walk you to the train station, and then we gonna go back. We don't want to be late to practice or whatever, right? Late to cheer practice. So as we walking him to the train station, here his girlfriend come walking up. And of course she on 10 because they just got into a fight and broke up or whatever, I think earlier that day or the day before. So she on 10 and she like,
what are you doing?
She cussing him out, and then she's talking to us crazy like,
and you with these bees and you with these bees.
Now she see us all the time. We was just calling you sis, and we know we just a casualty of war, so we not saying nothing. But my best friend, she's hot about it because she like, I don't care. Your gripe is with him. You ain't got no problem with me. Why are you including me in it, right? But I'm just like, just chill. You know, I'm the calm one. Just be smooth, right? So she like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. And so, you know, she just letting the girl talk or whatever, right? And then all of a sudden the girl start trying to make Blue do something, like come with her or something, because she start like pulling at him. And he like,
man, get off me, man, get off me.
And she ain't letting him go. And so she start like grabbing his collar, like grabbing him up by his, by his neck and stuff, grabbing his collar, and like she gonna make him or whatever. So now my best friend, like, like
Come on, sis, don't be doing that. This my brother. I can't let you be, put your hands on him or whatever.
And she like, Blue girlfriend turned to my best friend like,
girl, that ain't your brother. Y'all probably doing it.
And she just saying all kind of stuff, like now she attacking her. Now they start arguing, they start having a back and forth, and I'm like, y'all just chill, like come on now, y'all going through something, let's not let that spill over into anything else. Like, you sis, you cool, like please, y'all don't go there. Let's not do this. Everybody needs to calm down, right? So they not listening. They just keep going back and forth or whatever, right? And then he say something like, Blue says something to his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend, right? Like,
I have my sister whoop you right now.
And I don't know why he said that, because my best friend was like,
yeah, like I'll with you right now.
and I'm like, girl, what? We finna be late. We're finna be late. You don't got time. But anyway, so she like,
yeah, I'll whoop you right now.
so now they really arguing or whatever. She like,
Oh, okay. If my brother say so, I'll whoop you.
my girl, oh my God. So now they arguing, they really arguing back and forth. She like,
Girl, you ain't gonna whoop nothing.
right? And then so right when I was about to step in and just grab my best friend and be like, girl, come on, let's go, right? The girl push her, 2-hand shove her, boom. I'm like, oh no, because you don't understand the way her mind, she not gonna let that go. Okay, all right, it's about to happen, right? So now, boom, my best friend, she take off, boom, 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 right? So they fighting and they're like moving while they're fighting, right? It's like a whole line of bushes, and it's crazy because y'all, I just was at that train station. Why the bushes, the whole scene is still there. It's still there. So they're fighting like in front of some bushes, right? But they moving along the bushes, right? So I'm kind of like following it a little bit. We both are, me and Blue. We kind of like following it. We gonna walk with them as they're fighting, right? They fighting, they throwing them, boom, 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 boom. The bushes is behind my best friend, right? Blue's girlfriend is facing the bushes. My best friend got her back to the bushes, right? So she walks forward on my best friend, and my best friend falls into the bushes, right? So now I just run up. I'm just gonna go help my best friend get out the bushes, y'all. When I tell you, right hand to God, I only went over there to help my best friend out of the bushes, right? I saw her fall. I was like, oh shoot, she fell, right? Now, as my best friend falls, she takes the girl down with her. Like a second later, the girl kind of falls down with her on top of her, right? Because I don't know if my best friend was kicking her or she pulled her down. I don't know what happened. But the girl, my best friend fell. Woo! A second later, the girl fall down too. Bam. So now I'm like, oh shoot, she on top of her in the bushes, right? So I get there like a second later. As soon as I get there, Blue girlfriend, she pop up like this. Woo, right? She pop up at the bushes. And so when she popped up hecka fast like that, she scared me. Okay? I got scared. So when I got scared, I hit her one time in the face. Oh my God, I got to. I have a problem with doing this. I hit her one time in her face, right? Because I was scared and I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, right? But when I hit her, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little on the heavier side then. I always had some little thick little thighs, okay? A little powerful little arm with it. My arm is 15 inches, okay? Hit her with one of them. It probably used to be 10 back then, but anyway, gave her a little haymaker. She dropped back down, okay? Then I reached down in the bushes, helped my best friend up. My best friend proceeds to step on this girl, kick her all in her face, her ribs, and all of that. Now, it just so happens that this other girl that we went to school with, she one of our partners, she a rider, right? She been going to school with my best friend since elementary school, right? I also know her too. She hecka cool. At one point we was calling each other cousin, right? You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna call her? Lee Shay. Okay, so Lee Shay just so happened, I guess she had just got off the train because she's walking up, and then when she noticed that my best friend is stomping this girl out, why do she come and jump in, y'all? Just randomly, y'all. My best friend here stomping the girl out, right? I'm standing here. Lee Shay started walking up and just jump in the fight. I said, oh my God. Lee Shay, hey girl, how you doing? Okay.
Bruh.
Y'all, then they just stomped this girl out, right? Then, okay. So finally, I'm like, all right, y'all, come on. That's enough, right? So we gonna get out of the train station because now we've got onlookers. They was just arguing hecka loud. Now they rumbling. Even though the fight only took like, it was maybe 2 minutes, y'all. It happened so fast. Y'all know how fast fights be. But it happened so fast, but people looking, and this wasn't the day and age where they was recording or nothing, because this was 20 years ago. But people looking, and somebody could have called somebody. So let's get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we go back to cheer practice, get in line like nothing happened. Yay, hey. Y'all, next thing I know, we standing there, a police officer walk up. Guess who with the police officer? Blue's girlfriend. She then, either somebody called the police and then they asked her about it and she was like, you know, here it is or whatever, right? Mind you, y'all, we're in our cheerleading uniform. The cheerleading uniform for the school that's, when I tell you it's a third of a mile from this train station, it's literally walking distance. You can walk there in 4 minutes and be in the front of the school, okay? So we're cheerleaders from this school, so obviously they're gonna come to this school. Everybody there saw us with our cheer outfit on. Bruh. Idiots. So anyway, we standing there and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to jail. We're going to jail. There's no way we get out of this. We're going to jail. So we standing there. They make us all lined up. They want to do a lineup of the cheerleaders, y'all. So they walk in with the girl. They walking, and she looking, and she like, you know, trying to identify who it was. It was 2 cheerleaders, right? Bam, she pointed my best friend out. They pull her out, pull her to the side. Like it was one more. She go and look. She go look at everybody, y'all. She get to me. She don't pick me. I guess because she wasn't arguing with me. Like I told y'all, I had seen this girl several times. Now, maybe she was more familiar with my best friend because my best friend was a little bit closer to Blue, and my best friend would have been the threat, the one that she wants to keep her eye on, because you know when you can obviously tell somebody kind of like somebody or whatever, right? It was obvious that he had tried to talk to this girl before, so she was the one that she was paying attention to. She wasn't worried about me because he didn't want me, right? So y'all, I'm talking about Stan looked me dead in my face. I'm sweating, y'all. She didn't pick me. She moved on. So she walk up and down again. They asked my best friend, who was you with? My best friend don't say nothing, but she looked at me so cold. Like, she looked at me and she later told me what that look meant. She said the look meant, tell on yourself. But I told her, my cousin told me not to do that. You don't say nothing. They got to do their job. They get paid all right. You can't be saying nothing to nobody, and you can't tell on me either, but I didn't get caught. You did, okay? I get it. I know. And we was kids, girl. They gonna rinse this right off of you. Don't worry about it. But y'all, my best friend didn't tell. That's why we still friends to this day. I don't do no new friends, because anybody riding like that for you when the police come and they know you was there and they can say, oh, she was with me too. Anybody doing that underage, she wasn't even 18. She didn't even know the game. Okay, anybody doing that, you better just hold on to them, because they beat and helped you with a body. So she didn't tell on me. I didn't tell on myself. I looked forward march. Yo, I wasn't saying nothing. And then my best friend was like, she like,
yeah, girl, you didn't even tell her yourself to go to jail with me.
Girl, I went to jail for other things, okay? I had my own experience with jail. You had to get yours, then I had got mine on the back end, okay? We can't have the same life. We different people, okay? We different people. Bruh. But y'all, oh my God, when I tell y'all, it was so freaking funny. And y'all, if they would have just looked at my hand, they would have, but I had my hands behind my back. You know how cheerleaders, whatchamacallit, if they would have just looked at my hand, my hand was kind of scratched up, because I hit her like right in her face. So I don't know if her tooth or her lip ring or whatever, it like scratched me. So I did have a little cut on there. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have looked, they would have been like, nah, you look like you got in a scuffle. But y'all, they didn't say nothing. My best friend didn't say nothing. I love you, girl. You already know that's my man. But y'all, I was like, oh my God. And then y'all, to come full circle, to start working for the company that runs these trains, y'all, and then to work at that very station, that very location, y'all. I just went outside one day and I was just looking. I was like, y'all, I was a bad kid. I didn't fought right here at my job, at my now job. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Anaise Tranee. I appreciate you. If you need more juicy story times, click here. If you want YouTube to pick my next video for you, click right here. I wish you love, peace, and a lifetime of listen to Anaise, and I'm out.